is unethical. This is unethical.
This is unethical.
Dirty mouth radio, dirty mouth radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty mouth radio, dirty mouth, dirty mouth.
Dirty Mouth Radio.
What up? It's your boy Kemetic Energy, and this is Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth Radio, produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment.
It's your girl Golden.
It's Sade.
It's your boy Cray.
Oh no, you could have found something better than that.
What was that?
It's your boy Cray.
There you go.
That did sound a little. I take that shit back. That sounded some homo as fuck. Ugh. And it didn't even sound like a sexy homo. It sounded like just disgusting. Like, nigga, why?
Just be quiet. Just be quiet.
For real.
I would never use that voice again.
Oh my gosh. Hey, so I got a scenario for y'all, right? So I seen something on Facebook. I was like, all right, this might be something pretty good. Talked to it amongst a few friends of mine. I got different opinions. So it says, my boy gave his baby mother $450 a month for his daughter. His baby mother's friends suggested that she should put him on child support because she'll probably get more. The courts ordered him to give her $183 a month, and that's all he gives her. Nothing more or nothing less. Is he wrong for that shit?
No, that's
No.
what you get for being greedy.
Okay.
No, he not wrong. You following the court order.
Listening to your friends how you fucked up.
It will. Now, what do you think about how it's going to affect the child? Because it's going to affect her regardless.
But
How is it
I
gonna
will
affect
say
her?
this. I will say this. If he's a real man, he's gonna do more. But technically, he don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You went. I was already agreed to the 450.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the courts being greedy, thinking you could get more.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, and he was if he was already paying the 450, then clearly he didn't have a problem with it. So I'm sure if he's a real man, he already know in his mind $183 can't really do nothing for a child.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna let your ass feel it for a little second. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because like I feel as though like that money, that extra bread that he using, he could use that and actually see it going towards his daughter, as opposed to giving it to her and she just doing some cockamamie, whatever she do with it. I mean, I don't think anybody would disagree, but then again, like women say a lot of things and then they get in a situation and they flip mode.
Really?
What do you mean?
I feel like a lot of women be on the man side when it comes to like these kids when they not in the situation. Then they get in the situation and then they be like, nah, I need to get some bread.
You know what? Women just be doing that because they hurt and they want to get some get back because they can't be with the man in a relationship when they want to be with the guy and they can't. So that's what they do.
Go to you gotta shift over to the left or the right.
That connection acting up.
You sound like Optimus Prime and shit.
That joint, we ain't hear nothing you said.
Autobot, unite.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit,
Yes,
baby
you
girl.
gotta
I
have
don't
to
know.
get
You
near
must
the
got a
window
dead
or
spot.
something.
You got dead spots in your room or something.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
No. Oh man, Golden and her technical difficulties. Oh,
It's
we gotta
all
love
good.
it. We gotta love it.
I think she was trying to say.
Re-record.
Hmm?
We had to re-record all that shit.
Should I? Oh man,
I think what she was trying to say was a lot of women just do that shit because they're trying to get their get back.
that's what it's
Because they can't be with the man. Was I correct, Golden?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
See, I be, I'm I got you.
I rock with it. Okay. All right. So what else you got? I just wanted to break the ice with that. Me technically, I think he's not wrong, but then there you have a moral side to that as well. I just think that If you lowered it, if she's doing the right thing, the child's gonna be affected. If she's literally using the 450 all towards the kid, you know, buying her certain things and maybe some fun stuff on the side or whatever. If you cut it down to 183, what do we say, 185? 183 a month, it's gonna affect the child. She's, you know,
Yeah,
it's gonna cut.
I feel like that way, with that 183,
Mhm.
whatever she need to use that towards, cool. But then, if my child needed something else, then you can ask me specifically for what my child needs. So therefore, I'm gonna buy what she needs or he needs.
I feel you. I think if I was in that situation, I'd be like what you said, Sade. I'd probably give her like 200 just to let her feel it a little bit. Like, look, this is what you tried to do, trying to be greedy. I just want you to see you being greedy, but I'll revert back to how I was. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it like that.
Shit, I mean.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
You tell me 150, I'm paying 150. Shit.
Oh my god.
When I see a little shorty, then I'm gonna go ahead and spur it. But you ain't getting no.
You saying that now?
Cause I'm like, what do you need extra bread for? If you know what I'm saying, like if.
That's what I'm saying. If it's actually going towards,
that's what I'm saying. You don't know though.
And
you can't tally that shit up. Like,
yeah,
I need to see your tax statements. What the fuck?
And you also talking about what we talking about is mature adult handling situations. Like people not mature because of they got feelings and emotions tied in it and all that stuff.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. It makes sense. All right, what y'all got, man?
Craig, you got a question that was burning.
Man, it ain't going flowing right now because it was going with the conversation. But I do have another situation though. I got this question. Like, in y'all personal perspective, do you feel as though a person's intentions outweigh their actions, or does a person's actions outweigh their intentions? Based off of your personal perspective.
Actions.
Yeah, action. My personal.
Your actions weigh. Okay. Explain. Why would a person's actions weigh more than their intentions?
Because you're actually acting on that intention. So if you just have intention, you're not doing nothing. You're just saying what coulda, shoulda, or doing whatever you think you should be doing, or saying whatever you think you should be doing, but you're not acting on it. So your action is going to show me that you really, taking heed to whatever it is you want to do.
I feel like that's the test. So that your intentions and your actions should go hand in hand, but the test is going to be based off your actions. If your actions ain't lining up with your intentions, there's a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Show me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's follow up with this. So a person's actions weigh more than their intentions, is what you're saying. Is what y'all kind of concluding right now?
I'm saying they should be in a perfect.
But
it should be hand in hand.
In an imperfect world, because that's what the world we live in.
But it should go hand in hand. Even in an imperfect world, it should go hand in hand.
Through your personal perspective. If you
Go ahead. Go ahead, go.
Because when you're on the receiving end, not the person that has the intention, I don't know what your intentions are. I can't guess that.
Yeah.
I can't go by your actions. So if you intended to be kind, but your actions don't match that, then I don't get the kindness.
Okay. So that's a contradiction, and I'm gonna explain to y'all why later. But I'm gonna say this. Okay, so if your actions weigh more than your intentions, if you have someone you've known your whole life, you know this person, right? Versus a stranger. We're gonna split the screen. Here's a stranger. Here's a person you've known your whole life. A stranger could come in the room, sell you a car, You know what I'm saying? With the cruelest of intentions. You don't know this person. You don't know nothing about what they got planned for you. You don't know what kind of person they are. But they sound nice. This is their action, because the action is a physical aspect. Your intention is more of a moral or a internal aspect. So the stranger is trying to sell you a car, acts perfect. They you know what I'm saying, they talk to you, they tell you all these deals, they tell you you're beautiful, they give you all of these beautiful actions, but their intentions are deadly. They just want you for your money. That's all they want to get. As soon as you get the shit, they done with you. They gonna cut you off. You probably never hear from them again. They won't help you out, nothing like that. On the other hand, you got someone you've known your whole life. This person has been nothing but good to you. You know them for their heart, not for their physical attributes, but for their heart and who they are. They make one mistake and lie about something to protect you. But you don't know that they lied to you until later on. And it never bothered you, never hurt you. But when you found out that they lied to you, you blew up and you burnt that bridge because of their action.
But why are you saying I burnt the bridge? You lied to me. So how is that me burning a bridge if you lied to me?
Because
even though you saying it was
I'm saying you burnt the bridge, like you cut them off. They didn't cut you off. You cut them off.
But
why would you lie to me?
Why would you cut? I mean, not everybody's just gonna cut that person off because they lied, though.
This is my question.
Oh, this is the scenario.
This is my question.
You did cut them. You did burn that bridge because they lied.
You did burn that bridge off, but you didn't burn the bridge off with the person who sold you this fucking car and lied to your ass about all of this shit. You treated them with respect.
But at the end of the day, I don't have a relationship with that person who sold me a car. I have a relationship with this person that I cut off. So depending on what the lie was, it can be detrimental to the relationship. Yeah. Depending on what the lie was. I have an actual relationship with you. So whether you were trying to protect me or not, depending on what it is, then it's liable for me not to be in your life anymore.
Even if the lie that they told made your life better. But if they told you the truth, it would have made your life worse.
Now
that's the intent versus the action. This is what I'm saying. So now it's like what I'm trying to get people to understand is how much weight does your actions really hold versus a person's intention? Because an intention, your action is basically just your sight. Your intention is your third eye. I'm seeing you with my heart versus seeing you with my eyes. So I see that you doing bad shit in school, but you only doing bad shit because you're not getting my attention at home. Now you're trying to find a way to get my attention. So how do I react to that? Which one holds greater weight? That is the question.
So are we talking about intention or attention?
I mean, their intentions is to get attention.
Intention.
I mean, this deals with anybody. Worse, it could be your child, your mother, your husband, your girlfriend, anybody. Now y'all thinking. Now you got to rethink which one holds the more weight, because do your actions really speak? Does your actions speak louder than your heart? Yes, because that's what you can physically see. But if you know this person, then you have to go based off of their resume. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's a one size fits all for every different thing, though.
Yeah,
that's how I say with some people you have to look at their intentions and look at their actions. You see what I'm saying? Other people, it will be the same for both. It's not a I can't apply that same method to each and every person that I know.
Exactly.
That I'm dealing with.
But I mean,
one will outweigh the other in some cases.
But for somebody that you do know,
I'm saying for people I know.
Because like in most situations I find like this. You got girlfriends who are friends for years. They have one incident, one little falling out, and then now they not friends no more. They won't talk, they won't hang out, they won't see how each other doing. They just end their friendship based off of one situation. And it's like, okay, what was the issue? Oh, she did this and did that, woo 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 woo. Okay, what was her intentions? It doesn't matter.
I can't say. See, I'll never say that.
I mean, but it's not true, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
I'm
see what
saying
you're
this is
saying.
not true. This is based on like a general aspect. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've seen. I'm not necessarily like that. I don't like to burn bridges, but at the same time, some bridges need to be burnt because this is where you fuck up.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't burn bridges because we're looking at people's actions and we take them for their actions, and sometimes we do burn bridges because we looking just at their actions, but we never. How many times do you look at the actual intent and base your action off of that? How many times? How often do you do that? Because it's not easy.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Golden, I think you muted.
Go.
You muted.
Can't hear you.
You muted, baby. Turn the
Alright.
mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what makes them deep because most of the time we are surface level. We're not going to be thinking about, well, what does he mean by that when he said that or we did that? What was really going on? You're just thinking about which was presented to you.
Okay.
And that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, that's what I'm trying to get people to realize how surface we actually are as people. You know what I'm saying? We don't actually go further into depth and actually see why this person did what they did and why it hurts us. We just think it at the end of the day, you've become selfish. You become selfish when you get hurt because everything is about you. You know what I'm saying? This person hurt me. They did everything to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be their friend because of what they did to me. Everything that's going on, everybody's laughing at me. I feel bad. But you don't think about why they did what they did, how it felt for them when they had to do what they had to do, what kind of options and choices did they truly have. You know what I'm saying? What was the other outcome? What were the other avenues that could have happened had they gone with what you wanted them to do? You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I think females, when we do certain things, we think about how it's going to affect the other person more than males do.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that. I
agree. I agree against that. I don't think we think about it. Just like how Craig, saying that about women. A lot of women will continue to deal with a guy that they know ain't no good. As soon as a woman does something, your friend do something, it's like, oh, I'm done. I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
It's a cutoff. Yeah.
So I've seen that too.
And I can see, and even in this aspect, and I know women hate this shit, but it's the truth though. Women hate when niggas lie about cheating or fucking with other girls, right? But why do they lie about that shit?
Well, because they know 9 times. I think they lie because they know you possibly
got a
gonna
problem
leave
with
them.
that.
They lie because they love you and they don't want you to go nowhere.
Get the fuck out of here.
See what I'm saying? But think about it though. If he didn't give a shit about you, he would have just told you the truth and then let you leave.
You got a point.
You see what I'm saying?
You got a point.
Goodbye.
It's fucked up, but it's real. It's real
but that's
shit.
the truth, and that goes both ways though. If you do some shit and you with somebody, you're not gonna sit there and say, "Yo, I just fucked this other nigga over here." No, because you
Why
love
not?
that man.
Yeah,
you love that man too much to do that, and you know that's gonna hurt his heart. So you're not gonna say nothing.
And I'm a PIMP.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna hurt either way. It's gonna hurt if you tell them the truth. It's gonna hurt if you keep the secret and lie and they have to find out some other way.
Is it though? How long the government been lying to our asses and we've been completely fine? We go to work every day. Come on now, all this stuff it coincides with one another. But jumping back to that particular point, a lot of men, they might cheat, they might do stuff, but they can't explain it to their woman because their woman won't understand. As much as they love their woman, they hate lying, but they would rather lie than to see their woman go down in that hole.
What is it to understand about you fucking cheating on me? What is there to understand, sir?
There's a lot of stuff that men go through in marriages and relationships.
Oh,
well, you know,
right.
it's good that you said
Women
this
do too,
because I had somebody come to me, a coworker. She was like, "We need to bring this up on the podcast," and it piggybacks off what you said. She was like, "Why is it that a dude will cheat on a woman if the woman has money and treats you all the way right? Why is it that a dude would just go cheat?" And I told her, I told her it's not just that. In order for a man to cheat, there's got to be something that ain't met with the person he's with.
No. That's
not
lie.
all the time.
Now you got to get me started.
Well,
that's a lie.
How is it a lie? How's it a lie?
Because all men, hold on, you hold it over there.
Oh shit.
All men, the woman can be doing backflips, cooking, frying chicken, folding clothes, taking care of the baby, pouring into you, and you still cheat. No, some men cheat because of their ego, and some men cheat because they are insecure. And that could be because they not adding up. Maybe they may be, the woman making more money. There is stuff of why men cheat. It don't
but at the end of the day, that's
woman.
still a void. That's still a void that's not being filled.
So
that's why he went and cheated.
The void is he fucking inadequate. That's
I don't think it's about.
I didn't say. I mean, okay, so it's not always a void on the woman. It can be a void on him, but there's a void regardless. I'm talking about if you break it down fundamentally.
I need you to be clear.
Oh my gosh, really? Okay.
Well, I don't think I don't think it's about ego. I mean, I very seldomly find dudes who only rich niggas cheat because of their ego. Like, I don't think that's a
ego
thing.
Can just be it don't necessarily be. I think when you're saying ego, you're saying like, oh, got it all going on. I'm saying ego as far as an attitude within yourself. It don't have to be, oh, I got it going on. That's what I mean by ego.
I don't think it's about ego. I think it's like Daniel, like Kemetic was saying, it's a void. Like often, and I know a lot of dudes that go through this type of shit, and not saying no names, but I know a lot of niggas that go through. Why you laughing? That go through this type of shit with their girlfriends or their wives and shit. And they'll sit here and they'll tell me, they'll be like, man, it's not about fucking mad joints. It's just I need something sexually that she doesn't provide. And I don't know how to get her to do that because when I try to get her to do that, it's always hands off. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the void. That's the void
it's
there.
not right.
You can do everything under the sun, but if you can't fulfill that person sexually, and that's why he cheated, that's where the void lies.
But I just need everybody to be clear. It's not always about the woman. So some men just need to not be fucking married. Or women as well, because women cheat too. But if you're going to be married, if you feel like you're not getting the void met, then you need to fucking walk away.
Damn. Even if you love that person.
Yeah. Why would you took a vow. Like, why would you're breaking it now.
So what do you say for people that are in polyamorous relationships and are married? I'm just putting that out there. I'm just asking.
There you go with your dumb shit.
I'm just asking. What do you do for those people? Because a lot of them are married. They are married.
Then there is no voice being met because you're going to do what the fuck you want to anyway. If you want to fuck 50 people, you can.
Oh, my God.
Because that's the life you chose.
No, it's rules with that shit.
It is definitely rules. You just don't fuck everything under the sun.
What you're saying with this, you saying that people in that polyamorous relationship are cheating outside of the people they already with?
Well,
exactly.
From the people that I do know, I mean, cheating is a part, can still play a role in a polyamorous relationship. True. Cheating is pretty much you fucking without permission.
Right.
So
you didn't cheat in a relationship.
You said what?
You need permission in those type of relationships.
You still in a bond with that person.
Well, because polyamorous. Wait, so I got a question since you always want to bring this shit up. When you're in the polyamorous relationship, is there just the three, or can it be multiple?
There's
can it be
so
more
many
than
different
three?
little what they call polycules.
So many
However people want to do it.
Community.
Yeah, you can have 3, you can have 4. Some people do where they say solo, where it's like I go off and do my thing, but my person right here doesn't really care or really want to know. But you need something met, so I'm like, okay, you do your thing while I'm still here, but the trust is still there.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. They don't fucking count.
They do count.
Why don't they count?
Why would they not count?
Because they already allowing some other shit in the damn home anyway.
But you see, you see that term I just brought up, and that whole relationship bound pretty much just answer the question. Instead of going to cheat, it's like, okay, I come to you. This is what I'm missing. This is what I want, and this is something that you can't provide. You may be inadequate to provide me. So, okay, well, let's go ahead. No, because it can't always be like, all right, we're just going to break up because we inadequate in that one little regard. That's 0 to 100. You can't do that. If you're really in a relationship with somebody, you still want that to work. You have to fight through that. You can't just give up on that shit.
Okay, yes, you work on it. But if we're in a monogamous relationship, and if you tell me, yo, this is not working for me, either I'm going to try to work at it, and if it does not work, then that does not mean your ass can step out. That means we're fucking done. Like, it's not going to work. You can't do it. You tried.
You saying once the contract is signed and this is the terms that we agreed upon, if you break these, you know what I'm saying, these what do they call them in contracts?
Terms and conditions.
These terms and conditions, then that the contract is null and void.
Yeah, because honestly, with I feel like a lot of marriages, and we talking about 1-on-1. We ain't talking about little cubicles and communities and shit, okay? Okay, Kemetic and Cray over there, because y'all real enticed by the communities.
I'm just
saying.
We got to consider all of that,
If y'all do, not me. But if we're monogamous and we got 1-on-1, I feel like a lot of marriages, honestly, mates be stepping out, but they feel like because we got all this going on, or we got these businesses, we built this house, we got this family, they not happy. I just feel like they got this partnership at this point.
So then let me ask you this.
But that's what a marriage is.
Let me ask you this. If
I
get
it, but I'm not going to stay if I'm not fucking happy just because we built this partnership.
My thing is this. Okay, what if you're in a relationship, right? What if you're in a marriage with somebody and you say, look, I want to do this, sexually. I'm not going to get into no specifics of shit, but you can't do that. It's not that you don't want to do it, but you can't do that. And this person loves whatever the hell it is. And it's like, this is how this is what I like to do.
I think.
So do you cut that whole marriage off because you can't do that?
I think it's
and they go with it, then
it's no. There's a difference. Not that you're not with it, it's that you can't do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be specific on what that is.
How can you not do something?
I mean,
it's kind of hypothetical situation. It's just
it could be medical. It could be something. It could be anything.
Yeah,
but I think
you don't have a limb and you can't do the damn triple backflip on the dick or some shit like that. But you like the damn triple backflip on the dick. So what the hell do you do to please your man?
Okay, at that point, it's like, all right, you gotta because this is where it gets too far. Like, at some point in time, you gotta understand that, like, you're gonna have to make some type of, you're gonna have to deal with some shit. If if the motherfucker can't do it, they can't do it. That don't mean you can just go step out and do the shit because they can't.
Never said that they would do that though. I'm just saying why cut it all off because that one void can't be met without trying to find
don't cut it off, but don't be.
Well, then forget that void. Then.
Right.
You
need to let that shit go.
Okay, exactly.
Because I'm not about to be.
Go ahead, go.
Well, for me, it sounded like from your perspective that the woman can't do something.
No, it's not about woman. It's both.
So let me put it guys. Now, what is a woman supposed to do if the man can't perform, or there's some medical condition he got, and he can't perform properly?
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
We talking both ways.
The same exact thing. So you'll get mad. So say if it was you and you have a medical condition where you can't do something, and your mate says, "Look, I want this to be done, but you can't do it because of medical." You gonna cut that whole thing off because you can't perform it because medically you can't do it? That's what I'm talking. I gave you a bad scenario. I'm talking about. Oh, no, my bad.
That's a deal breaker. Yeah.
That would be a deal breaker.
If it's medical, for
you, for the other person.
For the medical person or for the physically able?
For the whatever I can't do.
Is that a deal breaker for you? So your woman got something medically that she can't do. Is that a deal breaker for you?
No, because I'm gonna find out another term. But my question is that a deal breaker for y'all if the shoe is on the other foot? Because it seems like it's always gonna be a deal breaker without trying to find an alternative to the situation.
Right.
You see, it's like you gotta fight through that shit. You just can't say, "All right, fuck it." It ain't gonna work.
What would be the alternative?
What I would say is it all depends on, every situation is different. It depends on what you need and what you want. But if you built a marriage and say you got a strong, because eventually we all gonna get old. You'll be married and somebody ain't gonna be able to do something because we're gonna be old as hell. So the thing is, do you leave or do you split?
Why do you have to leave though? Why can't we just find someone else who replace that part?
No. Oh my God, no.
I'm just saying, like, why does it always have to be destructive?
That's where that strong foundation comes in of like a friendship and all that other stuff, I think. And I'm just speaking from when we get old and we both can't do some shit.
I'm just saying, like, it always seems like in relationships, shit gotta be destructive. Like, if I don't know how to, if I'm just one of those dudes who like to be, I'm a janitor and shit, and I don't make a lot of money, like you make a lot of money, but you want a nigga who make a lot of money, but I ain't trying to be doing all that shit. Now it's like, oh, he don't have no vision, he don't have no goals or nothing like that. I can't be with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we never satisfied with the fuck we got and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think that's all. That all depends.
Before you even get married, you know what you're getting and what you're going into before you get married. It's not like something's going to change unless you really work it. So why even go there if it's not everything that you want?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's true. That in a perfect world, yes. But I mean, some people get married young and they ain't paying attention to that shit.
Yeah, some people do.
And a lot of times it just be.
I just feel like actually, you just want an avenue for somebody to say it's okay for you to do whatever you want to get your needs met, and that's it.
I'm not like that. Me, I'll work through shit. I'm gonna do some shit. If you say you don't like some shit, I'm not gonna do the shit.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just speaking.
What I'm saying is, sexually, you need this. I can't do it. And you want someone, you want the person to be okay with you going to the side, finding the husband.
Not necessarily saying that we want. Not necessarily saying that we want the woman to be okay with men stepping out. We just trying to shed some light on why. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys do the things that they do. And we're not saying that the shit is right. It's just like, we just don't want women to think that niggas is just dogs and they just doing this shit because they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the nigga's not cheating because he doesn't love you. He's cheating because he needs to find a way to fulfill that void without hurting you.
God. Oh, you cheated because you love me. Oh, thank you.
Okay. Well, women do this shit all the damn time. Goddamn. Y'all might not cheat with other men, but y'all be cheating with your girlfriends. You cheat with your mom, your friend. All this shit that you supposed to be telling your man, you don't fucking tell him the shit. You go and tell your friends and your wife, your mother and shit, and you leave him out of the conversation. That's cheating. It's not sexual, but it's still cheating.
Withholding information.
When you form a pact, it's y'all. Anything that goes on in that house is between both of y'all. Women will step out and do a whole bunch of shit except for have sex with somebody else. And then when a nigga have sex with somebody else, it's cheating. But everything that you done did leading up to that point ain't even considered cheating. That's bullshit. That's fucked up.
Well, that's
And the thing, and
that in the beginning of your relationship, but your boundaries of what you consider cheating.
no. Because it's like why do they always get leeway to do whatever they want, but then when a man fuck up, it's like he's a piece of shit. Cause a lot of times the man is cheating because of all that shit that you was doing led up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, you wasn't telling me shit, you coming home late, you know you want to have sex and shit, but you don't want to have sex with me and shit because I ain't take the trash out? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You know that you're horny, but you holding the pussy from me because I didn't do something that you wanted me to do. That's some fuck shit. So now I gotta sit here and lay in the bed sexually frustrated, beating myself up because I feel inadequate because I didn't do what you wanted me to do. But then I go out here and this woman tells me that I'm wonderful, I'm all of this shit, and she wants to give me the pussy just because. But I can't go home. I can't go home and get that shit from my wife.
Your ego is bruised, poo poo. Come here.
Now you see?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Now we weak and shit. That's bullshit. Yo, women one sided, yo. Women be. I'm not all women not like this, but a lot of women are one sided. Women are very one sided when it comes to a man's feelings. A man is supposed to be strong and tough and deal with whatever comes his way, but a woman could just be like, oh, well, he did this, fuck him, and it's cool. But what about what you did, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Come here.
You want me to come here? I'll come here.
What did you say, Golden? Say that again.
But what you're saying, Craig, sounds like the opposite of being strong. That's not like being weak to me. Is you got to give into your every sexual desire.
It's not just about sexual desire. It's about frustration. Like some niggas, people, both women and men, get frustrated. How do you release that shit? How do you release your frustration?
And I go eat.
No, you go in the room and play with your pussy. That's not bullshit.
No, I go eat.
Women,
I'm going to a nice restaurant. I might even book a damn trip. Sexually, whatever.
I think it's
so. Why is sexual toys the top selling thing in the goddamn America?
I don't know, because give me the real thing. I don't need no toy.
This is bullshit. This is absolute fuckery.
The women ain't even buying the toys. These toys is for men to use with other
Nah. It's still statistically, it's still more women than men doing that old shit, man.
Come on,
girls are buying them shits like a motherfucker.
I just don't understand that. Like,
I see what be going down.
Them girls be buying the motherfucking Jackhammer 7000 on they pussy
and be beating their pussy up instead of giving it to their husband.
Yep.
The man laying over there in the corner fetal position, like, God damn, I want some pussy. She don't want me to cheat, but I want some pussy. God damn, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I think they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what do you want? What do you want?
I can't speak
when your natural instinct to do with your significant other is to love that person, be good, have sex, all of that shit. When you want to do that, but you can't fulfill your natural desire, and that person is continuously holding that from you because they want something. Now we going back to intent versus action. Your actions is fucked up, and your intent ain't that goddamn pleasing as well. But you want me to act in a good way and have good intentions.
Man, we went full circle.
This is some bullshit, now. You can't dangle the pussy for the keys to the car and shit. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
women.
All right. So let's change the whole course of this, man, because it's hot up in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to talk about something totally different than this, because this. Oh yeah. Anyway,
we need to keep going. Goddamn.
Nah,
we need to get to the bottom line of this.
No. This is to be continued for Sade Lations, man. What'd you say? All I heard was coochie.
She said, "Man, please give Cray the coochie." Hey, y'all heard that right? She said, "Women, give Cray the coochie." I didn't say that shit. She's telling y'all to do it. No.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I wanted to talk about something that's been in the news lately, but it's been happening for a few years. I wanted to talk about this whole cancel culture shit. Okay?
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancel culture?
Cancel culture.
Oh, like they canceled. All right.
Yeah. So we got mad things that are happening within that whole cancel culture shit, right? So, we got Bill Cosby. We got a whole bunch of shit. Dr. Seuss. We got all that shit. So, Cedric the Entertainer said something. And he said that people really need to give credit to Bill Cosby for his contributions to the culture. So, my question is, how do you, and this is what we talked about before, and a lot of people had these conversations with like R. Kelly and all this stuff. Can you give credit to somebody that may have done some fuck shit, but still also made a lot of contributions to black culture? Because I hear a lot of people talk about, I don't listen to R. Kelly no more, but R. Kelly was one of the best damn artists out there.
Let me tell you something. I just had R. Kelly on.
That's what I'm saying. But people be like, I don't play him no more.
What song you had?
Man.
Shut up.
What'd you say, Golden? And that's my thing. Like, how do you, like, I don't see.
This is my song for real, no doubt.
Oh my God. Anyway, I just feel like, we have to separate the artist from the person. People put too much of an emphasis on the person. Yeah, the motherfucker may have done some fucked up shit. But that don't mean he wasn't a bad fucking artist. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, but for some people,
this whole cancel culture thing, because they be going back in time with stuff like they canceling Dr. Seuss for racial stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like if that's the case, they're gonna have to cancel a lot of stuff because this country is built on that.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, guess when you say it like that, but damn.
You ain't gonna be able to say nothing. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
But what's their intentions though?
Oh man.
But my thing with R. Kelly and all of them niggas is like, it's like, the music was good, but for some people, it's not just about the music too. It's just like, it's the whole person. It's the artist. Like the artist, like, okay, for an artist, for me, for an artist, is someone who puts themselves into whatever it is that they do. And if what you're putting into your music is that shit that you're doing with them little girls, I don't want to fucking listen to that shit.
I feel you.
Because your intentions and whatever the fuck you got going on is now you projecting that shit onto me, and that's what you fucking putting in my ear and shit. I'm thinking it's this, and when we was kids, it was cool. But now I'm an adult, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So what do you say about Bill Cosby then?
My thing about Bill Cosby, first of all, I don't even know if them niggas, okay, R. Kelly, we know that he did this shit. Bill Cosby, I still don't know if he did that shit. Like, I don't fucking know. I just feel like he got caught up in some bullshit and they wanted to hem his ass up, so they hemmed him up. Like, I can't fucking, he's a whole different story.
So, does everybody remember who Mr. Bean was back in the day and shit?
Yeah.
So, his name, first of all, his name is Rowan Atkinson. He said that he pretty much compares the cancel culture to a medieval mob looking for someone to burn.
Or like a witch hunt.
Like a witch
Yes.
hunt,
I kind of agree with that in some aspects. Because they coming for Eminem. For all the shit he did. You remember, dog, that motherfucker was talking about everybody back in the day. The Slim Shady era. He was talking about a lot of shit. But now they coming for him. They trying to cancel him. They trying to cancel Pepe Le Pew.
Why?
Because they said it was rape culture. He was putting on, like, you remember how you used to just come up to the girl and just grab the girl and hold on to they were trying to say it was rape.
How?
This is the whole methodology with cancel culture, dog.
Dog, that shit is stupid.
I mean, that means you're gonna come after Johnny Bravo, man, because he was hollering at girls and he a womanizer. Come on now.
That just means
like, how far does this shit go?
They just
like,
need to turn the TV off because this is bullshit. Like, motherfucker, like, the shit was good back then. Goddamn, how you gonna go back in time and bring up some shit? Like, that's my thing with this new generation of, like, people trying to make the world right. Like, dog, if the shit was in the past and it happened, let that shit just go. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, some shit is continuously happening, so you gotta address that shit. But some of that shit is like, back then, men were certain ways towards women, and that's just how the shit is. Men are different now, so get over it.
No, because it's still being perpetuated, because it's still coming on. It's not like, okay, well, the Dr. Seuss books, they still not being published, and nobody reading it no more, so we don't got to worry about it. When you open this shit up and it still got somebody in there in blackface, I'm going to still feel the way when I'm reading this to my kindergarten.
I feel you on that, but my question is, how far does this rabbit hole go? Like, I feel like it's going to start getting to a point where you're just going to be like, yo, that shit just don't fucking make no sense. The cartoon looked at that girl wrong, looked at her butt maybe, and now that's harassment. No, we got to cancel that. It's going to get to that point.
Right.
It really is. I mean, we at the point where Pepe Le Pew gets canceled because he was just talking to a girl and shit. It's like a typewriter, yo. It's getting all the way over to the end, and now we gotta readjust the shit, man. It's becoming a problem.
It is becoming a problem because, like, it's just everything's starting to become whack. Like, shit like that was funny. I mean, girls was laughing at it shit when we was kids.
Yeah. What, you gonna cancel Betty Boop because she used to dress provocatively and dance?
Well, actually, that's another subject for another time.
I mean, I feel you.
But you know, the real Betty Boop was a black.
Yeah. She was black. I mean,
all right. Well, what about Miss Roger Rabbit? What the fuck? Her titties was out, and she had big lips, and she was in love with that rabbit.
That was animal cruelty.
Oh my gosh.
Roger, man, them motherfuckers used to go crazy over her.
Yeah, they did.
I'm just saying, like, damn, son, just let shit be good. Like, people.
I feel like, in a way, I mean, this is my little conspiracy theorist shit. I feel like they're trying to erase certain things just to bring on the new shit. You see what I'm saying? Take away some of the old stuff that we used to watch. And now put to the forefront the new shit, which is all this old crazy ass shit that you see on TV. These crazy ass cartoons. Yeah. You know,
they crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level than what we were raised up on. You see what I'm saying?
Our cartoons were violent. These cartoons now is sexual as fuck.
Yes.
Like, they super sexual. At least
but we ain't talking about canceling that shit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, they got gay,
bring all that.
They got homosexual cartoons
like
and shit.
Dwayne Wade daughter and Michelle Obama in that interview.
Yeah. All right, man.
Like, this is what y'all want to be at the forefront. Like, I don't know.
It's wild, man.
I get, man, I don't know. I get where people coming from. Like, they want people to accept shit, and they want shit to be revolutionized, like the acceptance of stuff. But it's like, you can't force people to accept what you believe. Like, I want to watch TV. I don't want to fucking be introduced to a new form of sexuality every time I watch a fucking cartoon.
And that's the thing. On every show, it seemed like it will have nothing to do with it. And all of a sudden, you're like, what? Y'all just threw this shit in here. Yeah. It don't even go.
So, Mom, Dad, I like girls. Oh, we knew that, honey. So, that thing about right. What the fuck? Like, you know,
Yeah.
that is not how that shit comes up in real life. Like, what the fuck?
It isn't. Man, I don't know.
And
This
then
shit
like
gonna
you
keep
talk,
going on
and it's
on.
crazy because like you talk to people like us, and then you talk to the kids, and the kids, you can see how they've already been brainwashed.
Yeah.
Now they're like,
Yeah,
well,
and they're getting younger,
you should have a
too.
wider mindset when it comes to this type of thing, Dad. I think that,
Right.
and
Go ahead.
like you should broaden the way you look at things when it comes to homosexuals or this. If he wants to be a girl, then I think everybody in the school is cool with that. You sick? Shut the fuck up. The fuck are you talking about?
Right.
You don't even know.
What the fuck?
And I'm
I
afraid
said
of people learning.
the word parents and just forgot what they wanted to say. Like raisins or something, because we don't know who's raising them. I was like, what?
They be talking crazy as shit. But if you say something to them, now you a bad parent and shit. Like,
This shit's crazy.
You talk to your kid, you like, can I go over to Johnny's house? Or tell him his mom to call me. Well, he don't have moms. He has dads. You be like, damn.
damn.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
Shit. Everybody doesn't have a mom. What?
Right.
Right.
Fuck.
Ah man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess every generation goes through the transformational hard times or whatever.
Of a new lifestyle.
The growing pains. Because these little motherfuckers is wild.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we was wild back then, but they a little too more advanced, man. They
getting it a little too early.
They way too early, man. I mean, now they over here making curriculums for these kids about transsexuals and shit.
Wow.
It's like, yo, all they want to do is play with toys and shit. Like, what the fuck? Why are we talking about this at 4 years old? Like, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? There's other things we can focus on right now.
I got another thing that's been kind of bugging me for a while now. What's up with this whole thing with these kids now where they want to go on YouTube and watch grown people playing with toys?
What?
Like,
what kind of
what's the, like, you know how, like right now kids are going online and they watching grown people play with like action figures and toys and making like storylines and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't seen that. I seen little kids. I seen little kids watch little kids play with toys, but I never heard about.
Well, I mean, but even that shit, like, what the fuck? Why can't you play with your own toys? What the fuck you watching somebody on TV?
I mean, maybe they want to do like a little review. Say that again.
My daughter used to do that with her toys. Like, she would make like a whole movie with the doll, but I never seen her watch adults do it.
Yeah, like my nephew, he be, you know, and I seen other people do it too. A friend of mine's daughter, she does it. They'll go on YouTube and they'll sit there and they'll watch these videos of people playing with dollies, grown people playing with dollies and like action figures and shit.
Yeah, you feel like it crosses a line.
I don't know if it crosses the line. I just feel a little weird about it. Like,
I feel you.
It's a grown man playing with fucking toys and kids are watching it. Like,
it seems a little curvish.
I don't know. It's just, what do the kids like? Huh?
Are the storylines clean?
I mean, they clean, but it's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
You ain't rock with Mr. Rogers, man?
He was creepy. He was creepy as fuck.
I rock with Mr. Rogers, yo.
You a grown man, all you do is hang with little kids and talk about toys. He wore that sweater and shit, and he was old. Nah, fuck that.
I rocked with him. I thought that shit was dope. He was ahead of his time. He talked about a lot of different stuff. I think he appeased all ages. That's the thing. Because when he talked about race, that was something that us as kids wasn't gonna get. But the the parents was gonna get that.
I thought it was creepy.
Like, he literally got into a pool with a black person. Like a little kiddie pool. He was like, well, let's get in this pool together. And that was supposed to show you're fine and acceptance because of that whole issue. You see what I'm saying about the segregation? Blacks and whites couldn't get in the same pool. That was legendary at that time, son.
I mean, that's cool, but I was a kid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't,
what I'm saying is he appeased different ages, huh?
That's cool, but he's creepy. He's a white dude with a sweater on talking about shit that I just fuck.
Weren't they supposed to be bringing that back? Didn't they talk about that?
They probably gonna cancel that shit too. Just like they fucking said Barney was doing fucked up shit.
Nobody, no, I ain't like Barney. I ain't fuck with that big
I
ass.
like Barney.
Nah, fuck that shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. But y'all got anything else?
Sade had something.
Look like Sade got a lot on her mind.
Shawnee, what you got on your mind?
Oh shit. Damn.
See, you're talking that bullshit.
Hit my fucking knee. I didn't say shit.
It was in your head. You got
anything?
Now you go ahead, Shadi.
I thought you had something though.
Well, I was reading this book. What are you doing?
A magnifying glass?
May the holy be magnified.
Oh my gosh.
So it really has changed my thought process of death. And I wanted to get you guys process, like, what do you think happens when we die?
Damn, we just
What
had
happens
We talked about this before in the joint. Who want to go
We
first?
just had that conversation yesterday, man.
What?
Y'all don't want me to go first because you already know I'm going to go left field. Y'all really want me to go?
Go ahead, Sean. Speak it for the last couple minutes, man.
When you die. Okay. I feel as though I used to feel, I mean, when we were growing up getting taught, you get taught that when you die, you go to heaven or you go to hell, right? I feel as though, like, when you die, when anything dies, there's a transition. And I think there's a number of different things. Honestly, I feel like maybe all of it could be true. I feel like you have a choice, maybe. But if you don't have a choice, I feel as though, like, everything is like a full circle. Like you're born from the things that your parents consume, and that creates you, and you live through your life, and then once you die, you return back to those things, and then you disperse into many different things. And I think that, like, your essence or your being just becomes many different things. Like, I feel like a piece of us become the sky, a piece of us become birds, a piece of us become these different elements. Now, as far as like your soul and your spirit, I feel as though that kind of gets transitioned back into this united consciousness that we all are part of, because all of us are connected. I feel like we absorb into this consciousness, and we could possibly become something else. Like, I just feel like everything is full circle. That's what nature shows us. You know what I'm saying? So if it's true for nature, just seeing it with your own eyes, why wouldn't it be true for, like, you know, a human aspect, or any being for that matter?
I'm just gonna be free. I just feel like I'm gonna be free when it's my time.
Like the soul is just gonna be walking around like Casper and shit.
And it's gonna be out here.
That's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't knocking it.
That's it. Yeah, that's how I feel.
What you think about it, Go?
Yeah, you ain't go yet. She asked the question.
Oh, my bad.
That ain't how the shit go.
You right. I'm wrong. My bad. The way I think about it kind of is how you said it, Craig. I think the flower of life plays a role in everything. I kind of go with what Terrence Howard was saying. Everything is a circle. He said that's like the it's really only one shape and everything is circular. So I think we're born, we live our lives, we die, and then we do go into the earth, and we fertilize the earth, and we bring rise to other things. So is that reincarnation? Yeah. It's not how we think reincarnation is, but it's reincarnation.
Or a transition.
And then, it's still it's a transition, definitely a transition. And our souls, like you said, Sade, are still going to be free. So our body is still giving cultivation to the earth and bringing new life and new energy, and our souls are still around here. Now I was reading something somewhere where a guy was like, I don't know, I guess he had a his own little theory where when you die, you have the option of coming back to Earth, not the same way you were before, but you'll come back into something else, or you can remain in this spirit state and stay there. You choose. You see what I'm saying? And I thought about that. I was like, that's a little wild. But then when I talked about it before with the whole Haiti Revolution and the Bookman, you know, and I was talking about how that man said he was going to come back as a fly and actually kill everybody in that French Revolution. That's exactly what happened. Malaria came and it killed all the French people, but kept all the Africans there. So is that theory too far-fetched? I don't know. I don't think so. So, you know, that's just my take on it.
What you got to say,
Yeah.
Robin?
Well, yeah, I'm going to kind of agree with you all. I think that, you know, like the Bible says, you know, everything will become new again. So I don't know exactly what that means and what, you know, but we will transition into something else.
Okay.
My question based off of that is, if all of that shit is true, and like, you know, reincarnation is real and all of that stuff, what is it that, think about, if your soul if your soul is going to transition and do all these different things after you know, die, how many times has that happened before it's gotten to you? Now that shit is what's mind blowing to me.
Say that one more time. I
Say
didn't
it
catch
again.
that.
If you say if your
How many times the circle is going around?
it before it's gotten to you. You know what I'm saying? How many souls, how many lives has your soul lived in before it's gotten to yours? And does that make up your character?
Some people do say you had
You know
a
what I'm
previous
saying?
life. Some people do say when you have like deja vu or you see something that you kind of recognize but can't remember where it's from.
Yeah.
People say that it's from a past life. Yeah, I can see that.
Like
How many times? That's a good question.
That shit to me would be mind blowing, because then it's like,
Or like how you tell little kids like they've been here before, like that.
Yeah, or even further than that. Like, what if in a couple past lives and you weren't even a human being? What if you were a tree or a planet, a part of a planet? Or what if you were a bird or something like that? And the reason that you right now are entertained or you gravitate towards that thing is because it was a part of your previous nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about all the things that you like. Why do you like them? You know, is it just like, oh, I see that now I like it, or is it like it's something about that shit that's just like it grabs you? You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why. You know, or it's like I met this person. It's like I felt like I've known them my whole life, and it's like maybe you have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all have had previous lives together,
Or maybe, well, you know, my thinking is just God put them in your path because He knew that's what you needed at that moment.
Yeah, I feel you on that. All right.
Yeah.
It's a good way to think
that
about
shit.
it.
I just want people to think about that.
That's a good thought.
I think we should put that like on social media and get what the listeners think about that.
Because it's a real it's a real entertaining thing to just sit down and think about, like, what could I have possibly been before, and how far back have I really been in existence?
So how do you sum that up as a question? So present that for the listener.
So golden question was.
Is it my question or is it Golden's question?
Well, I feel like you added to the question.
Yeah, you did. You added to it.
Okay.
I mean, my question is just basically like, just, you know, think about who you are as a human being now. and what you possibly if life is transitioning and there is no such thing as actual death,
What happens to your
how many
soul?
times have you transitioned before you've actually come into your present existence? You know what I'm saying? And what kind of life could you have led, and who could you have been, or what could you have been? And just think about it, just meditate about that. It ain't even really like a actuable answer. It's just about sitting there and just thinking about, like, yo, I could have been this, you know?
I see what you're saying.
Like, what if I was actually, what if I was electricity? You know what I'm saying?
We always gotta go with some crazy shit. All right.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's the thing, though.
All right, Black Lightning.
Yo, electricity is a living thing, yo.
Yeah, the current. Yeah.
It's more than that. It's vibrations, it's negative and positive neutrons. It's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's created from a whole bunch of things.
It ain't far fetched, like they say with melanin, man. 666. It's carbon.
Like electricity is
six electrons and 6 protons. Same rules apply.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Electricity is true energy, and all of us have energy. So, and your body owns electricity. Do. That's how they restart your heart.
Yeah. Damn.
So.
Ooh.
All right, so just to wrap it up, let me say a special shout out to my boy Black with the shirt, building love and creating knowledge. If you see it, go on Instagram. You can go to Facebook. Cool people, see from back home and shit.
Yo, niggas are great at making acronyms.
Yeah,
yo.
man.
What the fuck?
It's pretty dope.
I want to make an acronym out of my name.
He's got a lot of good stuff up there. You go ahead and check it out. You know, you might find something you like. All right, with that being said, this is your boy, Kemetic Energy.
Your girl goes there. Sade.
Your boy, Cray.
All right, remember, this is produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. Peace out, peoples. Be safe. Stay safe. Yes, sir. This show was produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. If you're looking to rent premium sound equipment for your next concert or podcast at a low price, go to www.livewiresoundent.com.